10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 go.
Judy, 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 dum dum. Judy, Judy, dum dum.
Take the deepest breath
Judy,
of
dum
the
dum.
day and hold for
Judy, dum dum.
10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 go. Take a deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go, 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 let it go.
Implosion.
Muslim country. Hold on, are you insane? Are you?
Let's have a conversation. Hey, you don't want to come up, huh? Tell you what, I'll take away your ability to. Right. Here. Go on. You want to write more? Go on. Come up and let's.
Oh, I wanted to read that chat.
It's okay. It's okay. Alpha, do you want to come up? You can read afterwards. Come up, Alpha. I'm welcoming you. Come up. You know, and we can have that conversation.
Come on.
So I told Fatima to ping him in, right? He was crying in another room about me. I live rent-free in his head. And what residency are you doing? Becoming a doctor, Alpha? No, I know, I see it. You doing residency, Alpha? in Australia, I heard. Can you tell us what field are you in? What type of doctor are you talking about? Are you going to be working inside Israel or outside Israel? Anyways, he's not going to come up. Scotty, have you ever talked to Alpha before? Oh, Scotty actually triggered him.
He was coming after me hard earlier on in that room with Jules. And then I made a room title saying, I'm here, they've spread blood for you in their heads. It's my room title. But Yakov's been in that room all day to watch Yakov.
Actually, I've been in and out because I've had lots of doctor's appointments. So I wouldn't say I've been in that room all day.
I would say so.
Okay. Feel free to say what you want to.
Oh, well.
Wow, you ran away. Can't believe it. What a pussy he is. Yeah, so he's from Kurdistan, Scotty. He's the Kurd. And he left Islam.
Which of the four countries? Is he Iranian Kurd?
You could say that. He speaks Farsi. He speaks Urdu. He speaks Hindi. And then there's English he speaks with a squeaky little voice. And what else was it? And he always sides with people that are Islamophobes. I used to debate him on the Indian side.
The Clubhouse Live podcast.
He would side with the
Oh shit.
would side with the people that are oppressing and suppressing minorities in India, including Muslims, Christians. They've attacked 300 Christian churches in India. The mosques, they've attacked a whole bunch of mosques. They even build a mosque. It's a pretty famous one. The claim they made is that this mosque is, what is it? There's a Hindu temple or remnants of Hindu temple underneath that mosque. But according to the archaeologists, we have the report, there's nothing there under the mosque. You know, just like you have the report in Jerusalem, Yaakov, the under Masjid al-Aqsa, there's remnants.
Yeah.
Prince was here last time, and
Even the Arabs say that King Solomon's temple is underneath Dome of the Rock. I can provide you with the 1925 brochure.
That right there, brochure. A lot of people don't agree with it. Did you say the modern
They published
scholars?
They published
but the modern scholars don't agree with it.
Yeah, because they think it's heretical to say that. But 1925, it wasn't heretical. It was historically accurate.
Prince was here last time. He spoke to Caleb about this. They haven't found anything. They found certain things.
Wait, hold on. They found 600,000 in 1999 when the Waqf brought in bulldozers to make the new underground, what do you call it, mosque. Sorry, I couldn't come up with the word. They dumped like 19 truckloads of dirt or something like that. Some great number. I can't remember the exact number in the Kidron Valley. And
Take your positions! Take your position!
heart has been enlarged in ways that you can't even imagine. Huge heart. Huge hearts. Heart one. And for Eric, and for Daniel, and for myself, and for everyone in this room, that Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit will come into your life and fill your heart with joy and wisdom and strength. I am complete. That's my submission packet, and I hope it's proprietary. I like that song. I do agree with you in the thing that, when I wake up every day, I understand that the truth is always in the now, right now. And ladies and gentlemen, our focus, our concentration, our meditation, our awareness, our mindfulness, our consciousness is always dependent on what we do in the now. The now is all there is and all there ever will be. It is a 3-letter conspiracy. Now, God, go, do, God, now. I am a God. Well, the Bible says Jesus Christ is the same yesterday, today, and forever. And so, it's good to understand that and for Eric, and for Daniel, and for myself, and for Eric, and for Daniel, and for myself, and for
He said they're reading under Masjid al-Aqsa. Right, but they haven't found anything like, the remnants or whatever they're looking for. Now, Caleb said they did find stuff in there and, other types of things. Now, what's the on it? So I don't know if they found anything or if they haven't found anything, right? And
while we were talking, I was digging up the information, and I found one I was going to post for him, but he left. And it says here, Solomon built the temple on the threshing floor David bought, right? Because it says so in the Bible that he had the threshing floor. Okay, and then it says the dome of the rock is the highest point of the Temple Mount. Threshing floors were never built on hills,
Whoa, bro.
but in curved valleys. like directly under the Alcaz fountain, under the Dome of the Rock, was where the fortress of Antonia stood. In 135
Well, we
AD,
have a lot of
Hadrian
lives at this point.
filled in about 50 feet of earth over top of where the temple stood and enlarged the Temple Mount and built a temple of Jupiter, where we see the Dome of the Rock today. In 325 AD, Constantine tore down the Temple of Jupiter and assumed Hadrian built the Temple of Jupiter on top of the spot where the Temple of Solomon once stood. See, so Constantine thought,
My tea's gone.
My heart has been enlarged in ways that you can't even imagine. My heart is... And for Eric, and for Daniel, and for myself, and for everyone in this room, that Jesus Christ and the Holy Spirit will come into your life and fill your heart with joy and wisdom. Heart with joy and wisdom and strength. I am complete. That's my submission packet, and I hope it's proprietary. My heart has been enlarged in ways that you can't even imagine. And for Aaron, the truth is always in the now, right now. And ladies and gentlemen, our focus, our concentration, our meditation, our awareness, our mindfulness, our consciousness is always dependent on what we do in the now. On what we do in the now. On what we do.
Would you like to come up again? It's a Mitch. Miguel, what do you think about the settlers in the West Bank? I mean, in Gaza. And Zero, when we try to dive into this whole thing about under Masjid al-Aqsa, right? It's like a can of worms. What have they? Now, this idiot in front of AIPAC, he said that the Israeli antiquity found ring, but and that ring goes back to 2,000 years or something. That has his name on it, and then goes for something, And everybody was in a shock, like, what a bullshit range.
exactly, because even the Yaakov admitted that his father changed the name from Milikowski. So, like I told him, I said, if I change my name today to George Washington, now I can bring you a $1 bill and say, look, my name is on the $1 bill.
On what?
Thing calling the West Bank Judean Samaria, that's very problematic. And then they justify the settlements in the West Bank by calling Judean Samaria. And it comes from the scripture. I don't know.
Yeah, they want that greater, what do you call it, the Greater Israel Project or something. But they're gone. It's over, man. I'm telling you, everybody, now a lot of Americans, especially the ones on the right, that supported Trump, they're like going, we don't want to deal with you people anymore. Go away. You're insignificant to us. And this is why they're buying up everything. They got the TikTok and they got CBS. You heard what happened to CBS when after, remember I mentioned the lady did the interview with Erica Kirk, Barry Weiss, CBS, their viewership dropped dramatically. And so it's like, they're losing, viewers already. And she's only been doing this for what, Barry Weiss, for like a month, maybe. I think that was like her second major interview. The first one was with the guy Dershowitz, and nobody wants to watch.
Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 let it go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Let it go, 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 Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds, 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go. Go, 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 go. the day and hold for 10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go, 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 go. Let it go, 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 go. Do 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 dum 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 do 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 do. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10 seconds. 10, not 11, 10, not 9. Hold, 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 hold. Let it go, 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 go. Let it go, 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 go. Take the deepest breath of the day and hold for 10, 10, not 11, 10, not 9.
That was so stupid.
Hold, 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 hold. Let it go, 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 go. Let it go, 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 go.
I know what fucking.
In cucumber boxes. No, the first attack, the terrorist attack in the Middle East. You know who did it? It was actually
I'm not
Yeah,
deep
can I
in
try?
deep in.
So I think it's something like I said something like
Knowledge
I
can
mean-
hold his own.
oh my god.
Moore's law is like how many? Success. Moore's law is like how many non-faulty gates can you
Look, I don't mean to
put in a
necessarily.
nanometer? It's like a transistor is a gate, right? No. So, yeah. It's kind of
This is the kind of consistency that
less
this
analogy.
Like there's just nothing.
This fellow's been called the chip.
Well, I want to talk to you about AI versus AI. Do you think there's, a big difference? I know
What I heard.
we're basically large language models, and we're black boxes where you put semantic, differences into one side, you get semantic differences out the other side, and
Look, I don't mean to.
Cold and that's too bad.
What's it like being back in Chicago?
I love Chicago. Chicago, ho ho. It's gonna be a Merry Christmas in Chicago.
to try to understand the way language works. Okay, yeah, because the people that are theocratically aligned will say, "Oh my God, there's a soul involved."
Sometimes my accent is
You
gay.
can't have self-reflecting consciousness without soul. There's no point in talking to people like that. Really? No, it's a waste of time. But if they have a set of beliefs like that, there's nothing that's gonna, they're welcome to it. I just want to. So they're kind of like brainwashed cult members. They're never gonna brainwash them. Well, maybe, people do wake up.
You're not going to pay 30%. You're going to pay 20%. That's not a gift.
They're either gonna wake up or they're not. I'm not gonna worry about it. So it's kind of like you're not gonna debate someone about that topic. So the whole concept of soul consciousness versus non-soul consciousness is a non-starter. Is that what tell me what you mean by those words, and then maybe we can talk about it. I hear those words all the time. Nobody knows what the fuck they're talking about. Well, they'll say there's some greater creator that they can say all sorts of shit. So what? Okay, well, what do you
that shit. I mean, that's the caterpillar. Fuck the caterpillar. Well, not fuck the. This is important, but that's the old bullshit, and there's no need for that.
Well, I voted for Trump. Why do we make it America?
It's love.
So you don't think it's not within the domain of rationality to debate or discuss? Well, I think that's fun for certain kinds of things, but metaphysics is just a kind of linguistic mythology as far as I'm concerned. It's just a mental, linguistic mythology. That's precisely what it is. So you have a belief system that... No, I don't have
Crazy situation.
That's precisely
Where
the
the guy
point.
stabs his
I don't
own
have
guy.
any beliefs. I try to operate on
That's the part where it's just like,
It's very different than
that
having
far, bro?
beliefs. Okay, but if you're not willing to engage in certain assumptions, it kind of assumes that you have a...
Maybe you just
system
keep
of
taking over by
self-confidence.
AI.
Sure, I've got a bunch of maps that work for me. I'm quite happy with them. Okay, so being happy...
Talking about.
Shuts your brain off to...
Oh, go. Sorry, John. 2 seconds. Go. Yeah, bring that conversation on.
Hi, John. How are
Hey,
you?
good afternoon. Yeah, the Rob Reiner thing with his son that's effed up. You know, Rob Reiner was kissing his dad on his lips. Rob Reiner was kissing his son on his lips. There were some, that kid was full of ghosts and demons. And Rob Reiner met with the head of CIA, NSA, formulated a Trump takedown plan. And anyways, I'm just saying that there's all kinds of really strange people, and if you study history, there's so many crazy people that do so many crazy, weird, bizarre things. Thank God Donald Trump is our president and not Kamala Harris and Tim Walz. I do think everybody ultimately gets blackmailed and surveilled and manipulated, but that's life. If you, like Kanye says, yeet! He says, if you can't be used, you are useless. And, Rob Reiner's son, God rest, God, it is so disgusting what he's done. And, some other actors, I guess he got in a fight at some party and everybody was worried about him. But anyways, I like to say there's not a speck of dust out of place in the whole universe. I hope everybody here has a great weekend. I hope health and wealth and love and joy fill your heart and wisdom. And I am complete. Thank you for letting me make my packet submission. I hope it was somewhat proprietary.
Nice job, John. You know what?
That's the fact, Jack!
Welcome to the stage, John.
I was going to say, because Stephanie was joking about getting taken over by AI, there's a story about a guy who was talking to ChatGPT for months, and he lost his job, his family lost, we're we don't want to talk to you anymore. And after months and months, he thought he had created some kind of new mathematics or something like that. He was going crazy, going down this rabbit hole, right? And I think he gets arrested or something at one point. And at one point, somebody says, "Hey man, have you ever, asked another large language model, the ideas that come up with ChatGPT?" And he's like, "Oh, never. Hard to." And then he does that, and
You're kind of cutting out a little bit, Paul. It's a little hard to hear you there. You're kind of cutting out.
Oh, I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
That's better. Yeah.
AI is making you
Can you hear me
brag.
now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As far as
I'll go ahead and get off of it.
As far as the conspiracy theories around Hollywood, I mean, there have been some that are proven. I mean, obviously Hollywood blacklisted actresses, that's been proven in the McCarthy era. Also, that's been proven is fake PR relationships. Studios have openly paired celebrities together for PR marketing, purposes. So that is nothing new under the sun. And then we've actually had to acknowledge that there has been some modern career blacklisting. You can look at some celebrities who have spoken out, and their careers have kind of quietly wound up, on the sidelines. So there is some proof to conspiracies, and some that have actually legs to them. Now, there's lots of other ones that, maybe were kind of coincidental, like the 27 Club or subliminal messaging in movies, or even the unresolved circumstances surrounding Marilyn Monroe. So Hollywood does have a deep, deep, dark past. Some of that very true. Some of it's still unproven and somewhat skeptical. So it's an interesting conversation nonetheless. And I say, hey, Bitcoin Bella's on stage. Welcome, Bella. You've heard a little bit of Freeform Friday. You know how it works. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm Well, thank you. Thank you for jumping up. You want to share?
Yeah, so I find this very interesting. I have recently, in the past year, become friends with this older guy who was a very well-known, famous actor in the 80s and early 90s. And a big group of us went to the Kentucky Derby this year together and shared a house in Louisville. So we had tons of conversations, and he said, I was really well known. I was like Hollywood's it actor. Like Charlie Sheen was his supporting actor in movies, And he said, as I got deeper into Hollywood, I became less and less okay with things that were going on. Like he said, adrenochrome is 100% real. And as he became more well known with not being okay with all of these conspiracies, he started to get less and less acting, contracts. So, I mean, just like from the horse's mouth, someone who lived it, hearing that was wild. So I just wanted to share, someone
thank you. That's
close to me is actual experience.
Was
with
this
it.
guy's name by any chance John?
No.
No, okay.
But if I'm gonna keep not saying his name, just
Yeah, no, you don't need to.
But if you dig deep on my page and you find pictures from the Kentucky Derby, you could probably figure it out. But the whole thing was just it blew my mind that some of the things, the stories he told, wow. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But it was just from the horse's mouth.
So he personally was blacklisted, and
yeah.
jobs were taken. Yeah. So
he was never super vocal about it, but he was not okay with. He's like, you have to toe the company line, and if you don't, you get blacklisted for major roles. He still works, and he does voiceovers, and he still works with people around the edges that are in the same boat. So he still gets work, but he'll not especially then in the 80s, if you're not on that side, you're out. Hollywood does make a lot of people weird. They get kind of weird. They don't get that same dead look in their eye.
I think it's a mixture of things. What happens is that, one, you get bored with the money, with the amount of things that you do. You go out to all these places, always the same thing. It's always, I'm going to Monaco for this. I'm going to, Ibiza for this. And it's always the same circuit, and it's always the same people. And we're talking about billionaires here. And also excess living. And so I think there's an addiction to that happens. And from there, that becomes this other world. And then I think this other world has always existed, by the way. Pedophilia and that kind of mentality has always been around from the beginning of time. I don't think it will ever stop. And so there's that sadness there that we have to just know about humanity, right? There's some really tricked out people in this world. And you mix that with a lot of money, and then mix that with a lot of fame, and you get some really tricked out stuff. Look, I worked for MGM for 2 years as a magician at one of their locations. I performed for billionaires and millionaires from all over the world. I can tell you that she's not lying in any way, shape, or form. I've had twice that I would say that I've been at the quote-unquote altar of fame and literally turned and walked. Because you can feel it before you even get there. If you're not somewhat aware of the world you live in, if you can't recognize that you're entering Abramovich and what she did, where she, this is 1970 or 80 something, where she allowed people to cut her, paint her. One man, I think is what they say, violated her sexually, and she did this all as a quote unquote piece of art. at the end of it, she was absolutely devastated, right? Because the whole idea of this thing is that she was standing in a room, and she's standing in the middle, and there's all these objects, and it says, "Do what you want with me." And she wanted to show, because at first it's all very nice, by the way. People would come up and kiss her or hug her, or somebody would, very, very simple things. And then it became someone stole a ring off of her, and then somebody wrote on her, and then somebody cut her clothing. And as that doorway opened, it went all the way to, the worst kind of thing, which is sort of kind of like the Milgram experiment, if anybody knows about that, which is he would test why people did what they did in World War II, why, people would just go along with things. And he tested this by having people go into a room, follow a man with a white lab coat, and meet another person. That person would go into another room, they would close the door, and they would say, "He's going to get shocked. We want you to feel what that shock looks like." So give him a 9-volt shock, nothing that would hurt him. "Okay, we're going to do that. We're going to scale this up. And if he doesn't answer the questions, we're going to do well. Give him a shock." 80% or more of the people went all the way up to 400 watts, which is, twice the amount of what would kill a person. And every single person, only few, I think a very small amount, it was less than 2% actually got up and walked away. And we're like, "I cannot do this. This goes against all my moral."
Hey, Paul, can I just say something real quick to comment on what you're talking about?
Yeah, jump in.
Pavlovian experimentation is all about essentially hypnosis and mind control and time control. And so those prison experiments with the lethal voltage is actually a demonstration in communication theory, which is all communication is hypnosis. Now, a lot of people rejected the suggestions when they were going to do the lethal. Not everybody actually went lethal, but even a lot of the people who went lethal, they knew that it was a simulation. So to present it in this type of like the fact that people have this ability to commit murder command, it is like multidimensional and different frames on it. But the fact is, all communication is suggestion. And so we're all a product of our conditioning and the course of our entire lives. And a lot of people in Hollywood, a lot of the trans, because of transpersonal psychology and other cults that view trans ideology as being some type of synthesis of some sort, but the point is, they are, in my opinion, conditioned to do that type of behavior because it is cultish. And in Hollywood, there's just a lot of weird cliques and cults.
No, John, I agree with you, which is why they start at childhood, why they bring in the children, look at Ariana Grande. That's another one right there. What about this other girl? Forgot her name. Where they've been showing photos of her now, where she has tattoos all over her face. She used to be a Disney girl as well. That whole generation of kids that went through that machine, it was such a tightly driven machine because it had like Matt was saying, from the 1940s and 50s, so many kids went through that same machine.
John brought up an interesting point, and you're talking about somewhat more of the assassinations, and can that be controlled through mind control, etc. We look at, like, I would even submit like Sirhan, I believe was the assassin who took out one of the Kennedys back in the 60s, right? And we've seen that these MK Ultra mind control operations somewhat have a lot of validity to them, and that through this mind control, again, we're even just we could look at the Charlie Kirk incident. We could look at a lot of these incidents where we see MK Ultra and mind control. Yeah, John, I know your hand just shot right back up. Jump in here. Let's speak on that.
But before John jumps in, I want to say Darren Brown's a mentalist out of England, and he did a whole entire episode about this, and he actually kills a very famous, well, he doesn't really do it, but the guy wouldn't have known any better. He was hypnotized, and over the course of a very short amount of time was turned into a unknown killer. I'm going to post it up now so you guys can watch it.
Bitcoin Bella was right though. Adrenochrome is real. That's almost I dropped the mic. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, talking about like MK Ultra and chemical experimentation with suggestion. That movie, Clockwork Orange, when the murderer undergoes, he has these paper clips put in his eyes and drops put in, and he's flashed a bunch of videos. It's a little bit like Fifth Element, where she can download all this information. The point is, we are all conditioned at birth up until now, this very moment. And if you go to a movie theater, you get put into alpha brainwave state. You go into a catharsis or a gnosis or some type of altered brainwave, which is really like a meditation. It's just putting you into focus and concentration. And so, what you listen to, this is the secret of life, in my opinion, is that the reason why the earth has an ear in front of it is because your success in life doesn't depend on what you see or what you say, but on what you hear. And so, when you know that hearing here is the truth of the now, you understand the power of communication and how much unnecessary communication we are all subjected to all the time, because the whole system of communication is one giant spam, one huge spam network like Facebook. It's just a spam network of advertisements, just like how Craigslist is actually just a classified ad. So, what I'm trying to tell you is be mindful of what you listen to, because a lot of these poor, sorry people who find themselves in horrible predicaments were lied to, manipulated, and they listened to it and they bought it. So don't be the patsy, don't be the fool, transcend to the state of the sage and be aware of the manipulation through communication, and that will liberate you in the now, and you will realize that that person telling you that bullshit, whatever it is, you will realize that they are essentially communicating to you through what we call hypnosis. That is my submission packet. I hope you consider it proprietary, and I am complete.
Oh, John.
John's on it today. Like, yes, sir, 100%. I want to add into that.
According to his teachings, we should take everything John just said with a massive sack of salt, because he could, in fact, be feeding us some form of manipulation through our ears. So
that's great.
Just putting that out there.
I want to add on because I've been studying neurolinguistic programming and hypnosis since I was 13 years old, certified since I was 18. He's right? So hypnosis is taking the mind consciously through words to get to a certain state. And neurolinguistic programming is the exact same thing. It's programming the mind through words. One is done through a conscious state. One is done through a quote-unquote unconscious state, which is not real, but it's a lowered conscious state. So I think that what he's saying is completely real and right. We don't understand our visual, our auditory, and our kinesthetic, how it all feeds into each other, and how what we feed into ourselves, not just our food, but what we see and what we hear, then we can be blinded by anything. There used to be only 5,000 articles of ads in the world that you would see in the 1950s in one day. In one day in New York, you're blasted with over 35,000 per every couple hours or something like that. It's ridiculous. So, you need to be aware of what you're being slammed with, and yeah, just like your friends, the 5 best friends you have, same thing with the 5 best thoughts.
5 best thoughts. I only generally get about 2 of them matter, and then I lose my mind. I lose my train of thought after that. But we're closing in.
I had my last best thought for the week about an hour ago, so that's why I can talk about
it is the weekend, and you're already 8 hours ahead of us over there. Your weekend has already started. We should probably think about winding this conversation down, as we're about a couple minutes past the hour, well into stoppage time on our daily spaces.
Yes, sir. It's my turn to go on a bender. I'm going to sound like you tomorrow. That's my. That's what I'm aiming for. I'm going to go out. I'm going to try some NLP. I'm going to watch a bit of Darren Brown first. I'm going to watch The Push, which is the episode that Paul was talking about. I'm going to try some NLP on some unsuspecting people in the bar to get them to buy me free drinks. And if that fails, I'm just going to start a fight, go home. I won't kill anybody though. No one's getting stabbed with my watch. People are safe on here.
Okay, good.
This is all this is all just metaphor for subconscious, unconscious non-duality. These are just concepts, but these are communications to hopefully liberate people from what you could call a failed society.
Yeah. We need all the help we can get, Hatter. I mean,
I got me some scotch.
Yeah, me too. Someone needs to go and liberate that poor sheriff. I'm still thinking about him.
The guy in Wyoming, yeah, trying to shoot down aliens.
Who right now is loading his gun, cleaning his guns in preparation for the Friday shoot.
I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna get you, E.T. E.T. I'm gonna get you. Don't make Wyoming.
Is anyone here know anybody in Scientology?
I don't know anybody in Scientology whatsoever.
No. Well, I have traveled this country and I have seen massive Scientology facilities in every major U.S. city. And there are some of the weirdest, cultish, strange, alien people you've ever met in your life who really LARP it up with white furs and Rolls Royces and like in a real cult type style. Because Scientology is old and it is, connected to the occult. L. Ron Hubbard. I have these L. Ron
Hubbard,
I have these L. Ron Hubbard CDs that I've listened to, and to me, he was like exploring it. But then, anyways, it's like podcasting. Anyways, I know this is your world of freeform, Fred.
Yeah, man.
We have another hand up, Bennis. How are you? You just jumped up on stage. We're going a little bit longer. Seeing as though you're here, we thought we'd give you a couple minutes to express some opinion.
Yeah, hello, various people. Are we putting a training of some kind of theme, or I can shoot a random question regarding Russia?
It's free form. Yeah, more random the better, exactly.
Okay, a random question. There has been a few riots going on in Russia for the past half a year, but now it's kind of gone. How and why it's gone, or it's just gone under the radar? Thanks.
I couldn't know, was that, did you say fuel lines are gone? They're missing now?
Yeah, because there has been many videos, like 2, 3, 4 months ago, with huge queues of cars waiting for fuel, but now, for a month or two, there is none. Have they somehow managed everything, or what?
Yeah, we're frantically looking.
So random, we're stumped.
Yeah, that's going to be random.
Sounds like AI to control.
We're all like going through our computers right now, like searching on every single thing we can find. I'm looking on Perplexity and Google all at the same time. And what's going on in Russia with gas?
That does sound like a conspiracy.
You're really thinking into that. That's very sweet of you.
Stories from Reuters and the Moscow Times. 16 days ago, the Moscow Times with the story. Did Russia really have a gasoline crisis? New data coming out on that. So maybe there's something here that you're bringing to the table here, Bennis. I'm going to have to DYOR on this.
Okay, thanks.
You just open up a whole new rabbit hole for everybody in the room. We're all digging, man. Google's gonna get this is gonna be the top search on Google.
Russian fuel crisis.
Yeah, Bennis started a whole thing.
Is anybody here been to you? Interested in buying a condo in Ukraine? The point is, will we ever have peace, or will Zelensky be essentially some type of a fascist military, leader, media magnet, go-go girl dancer? Like, what kind of a clown world do we Americans as the taxpayers have to endure? And I understand, that we are so fully invested, there's no returning, but can't there be peace between these people? 7,000 people a week have to die, ladies and gentlemen. 7,000 a week have to die in drone warfare. For how long? How long? And as Americans, if you're not involved in some type of peace consciousness, peace communication, Shame on you. If I speak ill will of Ukraine or Zelensky and you go crazy on me, shame on you. And if you have an accent which is not an American dialect, I hate to tell you this, but you're not the priority in my opinion. I do believe in America first and MAGA. However, we're 39 trillion in debt and we just keep tacking on the debt and we keep shipping hundreds of billions overseas in funding for governments and leaders who are. Where's the priorities, America? Is anybody here interested in communication priorities? I am complete. That's my submission packet. I hope it's proprietary.
Appreciate your submission packet, John. As a Brit, let me just say America is not my priority, but I appreciate the sentiment. Thank you. Bennett, you had your hand up. What would you like to say?
As a person who has been in Ukraine, I can say if Zelensky would try to go bananas and dictatorship, he would be eaten by his own people because Ukrainians are very passionate, full-hearted people, and for Americans, being America first, this is how it should roll. It's all good with that. And for Ukrainians, it is Ukraine first. So, love your country, love the people in need, peace, and enough.
Yeah, you get the ding.
That's the fact.
We could do a whole other spaces about Ukraine, right? Whether Zelensky is a dictator, why are they still at war? I guess what would you do if somebody moved into a quarter of your house and said they want to keep it? That's the basis of where this all started. So it's murky, it's messy. We're never always going to see eye to eye everybody, which is why there is war, unfortunately.
Well, the Europeans do nothing but war. World War II, World War I, Napoleonic Wars, forever wars. Europe is forever embroiled in war. It's not just America every 4 years. We go to war. Europe is plagued by some type of specter. And the point is, it's man-made. And it's the evil inclination for ruthless profiteering and ruthless borrowing and ruthless spending to fill up your bank account. For what? Why kill 7,000 people a week? That's 1,000 people a day are dying in active combat, fighting each other to the death every day. It's madness. And every day, it's not a joke, ladies and gentlemen. Every day, 1,000 people are blowing themselves up on a front line between Ukraine and Russia. It's madness. It's madness. And Putin and Trump, they're both in on what you could call a specter, and that specter is groupthink, and it's killing 1,000 people a day just there. That's not the only hot spot. There's 20 hot spots where 1,000 people are dying a day in active combat. It's theoretical, but you get my point. I am complete.
Let's bring in the heat here on a Friday, Hatter.
He is. Only that last package was not proprietary. Did you notice?
I noticed that, so we could actually take that.
We can take that one. Yeah, we can use that one for ourselves. Talking about fighting to the death, gladiatorial battles, to bring it full circle.
Yes.
Remember,
Well done.
Anthony Joshua versus a YouTuber.
Who's your money on? Who's your bet?
Who's my money on? Oh, this is a really interesting question. Matt, can we go 5 more minutes? 4 more minutes?
4 more minutes.
We
can go 4 more minutes. Had 4 minutes of stoppage time, Mom. Okay.
As we were talking about conspiracies, there is a lot of chatter about Jake Paul rigging his fight. I don't necessarily think they are rigged. I do think Jake Paul is going to do better than Francis Ngannou, who's the last person Anthony Joshua knocked out who wasn't a true boxer. Because it's all about money, in my opinion. And I think boxing is about as corrupt as it gets. But my money, if I was to place a safe bet, would be on Anthony Joshua at some stage during this evening, obliterating poor Jake Paul.
Carrying him out on a stretcher. He's going to need to be stretchered out.
Yeah, I mean, if he isn't, it's a travesty.
Yeah.
You know what we haven't heard in a while? Matt Case's holiday.
Oh, I don't have the.
Correct. So now I know that is definitely a stairs because I brought this up earlier too. So I know it's parked somewhere.
I don't have it, honestly, guys. I don't have it. If I had it on my soundboard, I would totally roll it, but I don't have it queued up today.
You can ad lib. Just the accent is enough for me. Fact or crap, sir? But fact or crap with a British accent. So we
all right. I'll give you that
on Friday.
on the end of the year. We'll do Fact or crap, and I'll do it with my lame English accent. You guys ready? You know how it works. I read you a comment. You agree, thumbs up. If you think it's fact, thumbs down. If you think it's crap, here we go.
Let's play everyone's favorite game. Fact or crap.
Right, okay, everybody. Dr. Seuss wrote green eggs and ham on a bet. Fact or crap? Eh? Dr. Seuss wrote green eggs and ham on a bet. Fact or crap? That's right, his editor bet him $50 he couldn't write a book using only 50 words, but he proved him wrong. Fact or crap? The first email was sent in 1971. Fact or crap? What do you think? That's, That's right, Ray Tomlinson sent the first network email and chose the @ symbol for the address. Fact or crap? Barbie's full name is Barbara Millicent Roberts. Fact or crap? She was named after creator Ruth Handler's daughter, Barbara. All right, last one. Here you go. How to fact or crap? The Hoover Dam was completed ahead of schedule. Fact or crap? The Hoover Dam was completed ahead of schedule. It was finished 2 years early in 1935, despite harsh conditions. So there you go, Governor. Eh? It's a little bit more of an Australian one, but there you go.
Let's play everyone's favorite game. Fact or crap.
Today we kind of just played fact, but I enjoyed the effort.
It was all facts today, wasn't it? Yeah, they were all
Dick
facts.
Van Dyke presents facts.
Yeah, it was all facts today. Sorry, I have all facts, no crap today.
That threw us for a loop.
Yeah, it was all facts. And again, I'm sorry for my little bit under the weather voice. So, on that note, Heather, let's close it up and bring it home.
I want to say a big thank you to everybody that came through and speak today. We appreciate each and every one of you. Stephanie, of course, Bitcoin Bella, John, Paul, Matt, always a pleasure doing these with you. The last one of the year on an actual Friday, so we will do one on Wednesday just before the end of the year, and New Year's Eve party. I'm signing out for 2025, but I'm looking forward to the first Freeform Friday in 2026, my friend.
Yeah, this has been a fun conversation. Again, every day, 10 a.m. Pacific, 1 p.m. Eastern, noon for Stephanie in the Central Time Zone, 6 p.m. for Hatter, UK, whatever it is, wherever you are from around the world and across the web. Thank you for joining us. Until Monday, stay safe, stack sats, and hodl. It's not financial advice, but it sure is a darn good life suggestion. All right, we'll see you out in the rooms. See ya.
Chasing the light. Big walking shot. Child, living wild and free, talking about Jews from dust. Well, take 'em into hell, live 'em wild and free, talking about the youth from dust till 3. I'm out like a Congressman Bill in my host with that career at 343 million a month on vaccine healthy. Congressman down in La Hood, super duper Seattle, 333 million a month on vaccines, health insurance, war foreign aid, raw broadband scams, creating fake money, raising taxes, raising property. Give me the sign.
Let us co-create.
Of the open night, a riddle of shadows where whispers lie. The thorny fight, the magic.